There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for running room. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Gets a hand in there.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Sooners decide to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense who will go to work for the first time in this one. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to establish the run. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rushes on. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play...
Turns on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Under pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Turns it upfield. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. He's at the 40. What a play all
how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in, and I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hand it to the back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Sells the run, looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got it behind the line. It's Cano. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Short pass. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Look out! They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last two.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. And 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. When a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Out wide left, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Moving out to the right. He's got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Got the back over the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guy. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Complete on the comeback. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Rides to the back. Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead.
It's so nice as a to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Drops back on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Holds on, it's Smith. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Bentley. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
He's got him this time. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hauls it in. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Sooners are facing third and inches. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Fresh center downs going to the air. They're all over him. Left side is Cano. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cornhuskers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man on the outside. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They don't need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Barry. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, the ground game. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They start start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on third down. Hauls it in to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Huskers moving quickly to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Rush right in his face. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. And the Huskers with the 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Cano. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it. Uh-oh, look out! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. They're going to ride this running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the third quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And after this offense is about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Bentley. Hit as he throws. Just gets rid of that one.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Finds his man on the RPO. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback keep. Oh, he's got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and give him 16 on the year.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Pulls and fires complete. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Hands it off. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 30. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Sweet cut there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. Maybe a crease. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And how about this drive this offense has put together, man? You're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up 1st and goal, a chance to continue their physicality, own the line of scrimmage, and finish this long drive.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. After run, now throw. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the point after.
Yeah, and I like this. The QB, you could tell. Quick read, see it, get the ball out of your hands, get the ball out wide to your playmaker, let him do the rest. No monkey business, no waiting in the pocket, no indecision. Nice job. He did a great job reading it and getting it out of his hands.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
He smashes his way through again. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Working the ground game. Bring him down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And he gets rid of it.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quick spin on the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots, and gaining up some yards.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Under pressure. Finds a man on the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Caught. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds his man. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catches there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Powers through. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am?